Welcome to Purphoros, Bronze Blooded, and as far as our opening hand goes, man, I love this, like Minion Reflector and Warstorm Surge for late game. If we had some fast mana, I would definitely keep on this one, but yeah, I think at this point we got to ship this one back. So let's go and ship this one back, and that is no lands. Go and ship this one back. Hopefully we can not mulligan too bad on this one, especially playing against Tasigur. And we will keep on this one. We'll make this one work. So let's go ahead and put a Meteor Golem on the bottom. And I guess at this point, we definitely want to be online for Hedron Archive. Guess we could just get rid of Smoldering Crater. Yeah, I mean, because we should be able to hit and land off a Thrill of Possibility. So we'll get rid of Smoldering Crater. Click OK and let our opponent get this game started. But yes, welcome some Purphoros. Hope you're excited to get Jeb Bush. Get Jeb Bush all riled up. Everybody, please clap. Okay, so let's go. Oh no, and then I have a non. I don't know how this mountain slipped in there. This should be the official Purphoros mountain. So I do apologize for having a non-matching mountain in here. That is if you're keeping score at home, you can definitely mark that against me. Then that's an error on my part. So anything else, let's go and pass the turn over to our opponent. We're playing Purphoros, Bronze Blooded, Jeb Bush, indestructible as long as your devotion to red is less than 5. Purphoros isn't a creature. Other creatures you control have haste. Then for a 3-mana activation, you may put a red creature card or an artifact creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So let's see if our opponent's got some counter magic on our. Let's give Fire Diamond a shot first. Let's see if that's going to stick. Let's go for Fire Diamond. If they want to burn a counterspell on that, they certainly can. Anything else, pass it back over. Playing against Tasigur, the Banana King, king of all bananas. If you don't believe me, look. There we go. Look at those bananas right there. Delve, 2-mana activation. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand, and they lead off with Dark Steel, getting that done. So there we go, hit the land drop. That's perfect. So let's lead off with Mountain. Let's go for Hedron Archive. Yeah, I think that works out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, this is what this deck wants to do. It just wants to ramp as much as possible. So let's go for Arcane Signet, and then anything else, pass it back over to our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, TCG Player. If you go to bit.ly/Jolt MTG, that will apply my affiliate link. That'll allow you to get some cards and help support the channel at the same time, so we both win. In fact, this is the best way to support the channel. If you enjoy my content, please click on that link whenever you get some cards. I'm going to pop the Hedron Archive with Vivian. Totally understand that. But yeah, super easy. You can either go to that link bit.ly or just actually click on the deck link in the description below, and you're going to be good to go. So our opponent does have Vivian Reed. They're going to be able to plus up and then be online for the -3. What do we want to deploy? I think at this point, we could just roll out Purphoros if we wanted to, but I really want to just get some sort of movement in our hand. So let's go for Thrill of Possibility. And I think at this point, Panharmonicon essentially does the same thing that Minion Reflector does if we're trying to go for like a damage win. Or Faithless Looting. And actually, let's just go Worn Power Stone. That'll be a lot better. All right, so we get down Worn Power Stone, and then anything else, pass it back over to our opponent. Also, let's give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you want to play Commander online, MTGO is the #1 spot. Be sure to use MTGOTraders. I've used them for years, and they have a wonderful selection of cards. Also, let's give a quick shout out to inkgaming.com. If you go to inkgaming.com/Jolt, they will apply my affiliate link. That'll give you some, yeah, Predator coming down. That'll give you a discount on your order and also help support the channel at the same time, especially if you want to check out the Calamax and Zahara playmat that I made recently. I'll be making more of those in the future. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to directly support cool content like this, there's a link down in the description below. But if you are keeping score at home, cool. Okay, so that's going to be Thran Dynamo. Honestly, I think at this point we just need to Faithless Loot because we're staring down Vivian and Trigon Predator destroying something. And so we need to get some sort of movement on our hand. So I think what we're going to get rid of at this point right now. Okay, so let's get rid of Panharmonicon just because we're just not really in a position to take advantage of it. And I think we just get rid of Gauntlet of Might. Because we want to go for Magus of the Will. Can we go 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, we can still end up going Thran Dynamo. 1, 2. And we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that old Magus sticks around on this one. Get down through all this mana. Let's go for Magus of the Wheel. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then hopefully we can refuel. That's one of the cool things about playing this deck is that what we're trying to do is just get to a high amount of mana. And once we've done that, use some sort of wheel effect, whether it's Wheel of Fortune, Magus of the Wheel to kind of refuel our hand, and then try to power out a quick Purphoros. So we're doing okay for having our Hedron Archive blown up by Vivian. So let's see what they end up targeting with Trigon Predator. Probably going to assume they're going to prioritize Thorium Dynamo. If they end up going for the -3, that will get rid of Vivian Reed. That will kind of slow our roll just a little bit. I could definitely see them still going for the +1 just to kind of keep her around. Yeah, that's exactly what they end up going for. A good thing is they don't have any sort of graveyard to power out Tasigur, but we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can actually just pay the iron price for Tasigur, which they just did. So, all right, let's see what we're going to run into for next turn. We do have Faithless Looting out of the graveyard. Warstorm Surge. Okay. I think at this point we've just got to Magus and just kind of see what happens. So, discard. I'd love to get down Warstorm Surge, but we're just not in a position at this point right now to really get it. Okay, so that's going to be Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think at this point we just go for Purphoros because we can try to set up like a Pandemonium somehow. Think that while we've got the mana, tap down for one more. Let's have Purphoros enter the battlefield, and then anything else we will pass the turn. So I guess technically we could have gone for a sneak attack, but with them having Vivian Reed and Trigon, they're just going to pop it. And the good thing about Purphoros is that he lives in a volcano, and so he is indestructible. So no matter how many arrows Vivian Reed shoots at Purphoros, he's just going to sit there looking like Jeb Bush. Okay, there we go. And then our opponent did say howdy at the beginning of the video, but I did miss it. So, but yeah, as far as this deck goes, this is 100% mono red, enter the battlefield, sneak attack damage. I love playing this deck. You may have noticed that you've been seeing a lot of this video recently because it's just a ton of fun. It plays out differently every time. We do have a good option in Pandemonium. And one of the good things about this deck is that we can really set up some really kind of rough board states for our opponent when dropping in some of these bigger creatures. Now, if we're staring down a Trigon Predator and Vivian Reed the entire time, it is a little rough, but we can still hopefully get some sort of value built up on our side of the battlefield. Hopefully timing a Pandemonium. It definitely does not help that all of our mana rocks are getting hit. And also, I just now saw this. Shout out to our opponent. Love the basic land choices that our opponent has picked. So, pretty cool. That might be Gert Primal Hunter coming down. We'll see what else is in store for us. But yeah, there's a lot of times where you can. Oh my goodness. Purphoros is just getting his entire volcano just destroyed by Sultai Value. Okay, so let's see. Oh, goodness. Chaos Warp. Okay, so we go Mountain for the land drop. At this point, do we just try to Faithless Loot? Because anything we do, even if we sneak attack for one creature, that's not going to do much. Yeah, let's give this a shot. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. We're going to Faithless Loot out of the graveyard. Mirror March. Yeah, I guess we get rid of Mirror March, and then we also get rid of... I just don't think... I mean, technically, I guess, yeah, we do need to hold on to sneak attack because we might be able to set up a scenario to where we can dump a bunch of stuff out. So let's make the land drop. Let's go for Tormenting Voids. Let's go ahead and discard at this point. Chaos Warp is nice, but they've got enough threats out there to where it basically doesn't really matter. All right, draw into 2 more, and that leaves a Braid, which is nothing that we can target. We can get rid of Trigon Predator, but with the both the Planeswalkers out there, that's going to be pretty hard. So anything else passes back over to our opponent. So there we go. Now, we do have wipes in here. We have a lot of wipes. We have Hour of Devastation. We have Storm's Wrath. We have a lot of the different red X spells, destroy X damage to target creature. So we have a lot of different ways to wipe the board because this is definitely one of those decks that, we want to spend the early game ramping. Our opponent maybe wants to spend the early to mid game deploying creatures out, just like they're developing right now. And then hopefully if we can draw into one of those, something like Storm's Wrath might actually help out. We do need to try to get the Planeswalkers, around 4 or something like that. So we do have outs to draw on this one. But if you're 100% keeping score at home, it's not looking so hot right now. So we may have to have Jeb Bush clap for us. Let's see what else they're tapping out for. And if you don't know the please clap, there Jeb Bush ran for president, and there's one time where he was at like a It's like a meeting, not a meeting, like a town hall or a campaign event or whatever. And he'd said something, and when he got done saying it, the room should have clapped, and then he just stopped and goes, "Please clap." Then everybody clapped, and I just the please clap thing has always made me laugh. All right, so we run into another land. We are looking at 7. That's going to be 11 next turn. That's going to be 13. Let's make the land drop. And we can't attack our opponent. I guess we just end up abrading. Not super wild about that, but everything else is going to get destroyed pretty much. I mean, if we do get down something like sneak attack, I guess we can't. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do 3 damage to Trigon Predator. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. That's my timer for my garden. I'm watering it right now with a sprinkler, so I'll turn it off after the video. Let's just go and drop in sneak attack. If we can get this to stick, maybe that allows us to power out a quicker Pandemonium next turn. They don't have a way to destroy it right now. They'd have to go for the -3, and that'll kind of tick down on Vraska, so I think that'll work out for us. So let's see what else they can go for. At least we did kind of slow roll some of the damage. We're looking at 11 coming across, so that does give us at least another turn. And one of the cool things about Pandemonium in a deck like this is that we can just basically go for Pandemonium, drop in Phyrexian Soul Gorger, and just do a cool 8 damage to our opponent up top. Now, if we do run into the Colossus that is, I think, Inkmoth Colossus, or whatever, which one has Infect. It actually works out with Pandemonium to where we can close the game out right then and there. And it looks like they ended up going for the Pirate activation off Vraska, putting her up to 7. So let's see what else they have in store for us. It's going to be a Jace activation. Let's arrange it into Jace, baby Jace, and then we'll give them Forest and Rampant Growth. Maybe they want to make the land drop and go for that Rampant Growth too. So we'll see what they ended up grabbing. I think, yeah, they just ended up going for Jace, Friend's Prodigy. So they can't go for that activation just yet. Now, if we do run into Storm's Wrath, I mean, it's not going to win the game, but we can definitely hit a reset button on this one. So hopefully we can find something that allows us to kind of clear to each creature without flying and each player, which unfortunately that's going to hit us. So, all right, so let's see. Because that does deal with the worms and different things like that. Pirate's Pillage. Okay, so let's make the land drop for the turn. Either way, we're looking at the worm tokens getting us. So I think at this point, we're just going to have to end up going for Pirate's Pillage. That's going to allow us to at least not go super down on mana. Let's get rid of Mountain and discard that. We're going to be able to draw 2 cards. Mizium Mortars. Oh, we're 1 away. But yeah, it still wouldn't even stop the other people out there. We can Fault Line for 3, which gets rid of some of the pirates, but that still makes it, 10, 14. We've got Eater of Days if we want to sneak that in. So if we end up going Pandemonium, yeah, we have to skip our 2 next turn. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and pass the turn and let them swing in. I guess we'll just, for fun, we'll showcase what Pandemonium's about. So we'll get down Pandemonium. There we go. It's going to be 1-2. I'll use Sneak Attack to drop in Phyrexian Soul Gorger. So you can see where if we had just a couple different more creatures, so just for 1 red mana, we're going to be able to drop in a Phyrexian Soul Gorger. And actually, we'll just go for Eater of Days. Why not? Let's have some fun. All right, it's going to be Pandemonium. Let's get the Eater of Days trigger. It's going to be the Pandemonium trigger. Is there anything exactly that we want to target? And so this is where the game, obviously you don't want to use Eater of Days to deal with something like Vraska. But at this point, we can, let's say we had a better creature. You can use something like Phyrexian Soul Gorger. Yes, we definitely use that ability. Get out of here, Vraska. We're going to take somebody down with this, and that's going to be her. So, creature with flying can't attack you, and then anything else pass it back over to our opponent. So, they're going to be able to swing in on this one and get it. But at least just wanted to get a sneak attack in, just to kind of showcase what is possible. So, unfortunately, our opponent's going to get it on this one. They kept us down. They kept us on lockdown. They destroyed all of our mana rocks. And you can definitely see where if we're not under the pressure of like Trigon Predator and Vivian Reed just kind of popping all of our stuff, we might have been able to assemble something. Maybe run into a damage spell, but hey, this is Magic. They drew their way out of this. They took care of us firsthand. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.